And topic of Project 5 is Your Body Speaks. Project 5 is taken by Toastmaster Akash. Objective of Project 5 is to use stance, movement, gestures, facial expressions and eye contact to express message. Second objective is to make your body language smooth and natural. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Toastmaster who is giving this Project 5, Toastmaster Akash. Toastmaster Akash, pretty problems. Pretty problems, Toastmaster Akash.
Good evening, one and all.
Good evening.
Has this happened to you that you got frustrated by problems in your life and you asked the God or felt like, oh God, why me? Problems are test papers to see how much we have learned in the subject called life. And like exams, we hate problems. But there are certain reasons why we should not hate problems always. One of the reasons is problems bring possibilities with them. In ancient time, people faced problems for transportation. They invented wheel. And to give recent examples, there was a need of video sharing system. YouTube came. There was a need of free messaging service. WhatsApp came. There was a need of internet to run YouTube and WhatsApp. Reliance Jio came. If we see problems as problems, we will have more problems. But if we see problems as possibilities, we will have more opportunities. Another reason. Sometimes we get panicked by current situation. Or sometimes we think, if this was not happened to me, my life would have been different or better. But at that point of time, you will never know what is going to happen in future. I remember the situation of my school friend, when his crush did not accept his proposal. He was blaming God for not to listen his prayers. He was like, I can't live without her. I have lost interest in life. My destiny is not good. When he got girlfriend in college, he was like, God is great. He wanted me to get better girl than her. My destiny is just superb. We will never know what is planned for us in future. We should believe that everything happens for a reason. Every day, a servant used to clean the temple and worship God. One day, the God residing in the idol said to him, I am pleased with your dedicated service. You can ask for any favor from me. The servant said, God, please take a break for one day and let me play your role. You just chill for a day. God said, okay, cool. You can acquire my place by standing in here in complete silence. You have to let whatever is happening happen. Everything is planned already. You will not interfere no matter what happens. You have to promise me that. Servant promised this to God and took his place in the idol. God took the form of servant and left. A little while later, a businessman came. Touching God's feet, he prayed, oh God, please increase my wealth and prosperity. However, during this, his wallet, full of cash, fell from his pocket. The businessman left. The servant inside God's idol wanted to shout and call him back. But remembering God's instructions, he stayed silent. Then a poor man came. He bent down to touch God's feet and found that wallet. He thought of it as God's blessings and took it. The servant inside God's idol became upset. But again, remembering God's instructions, he remained silent. After the poor man left, a sailor came in the temple. He prayed to God, oh God, I am going to sea for 15 days. Please protect me and take care of my family. Just as the sailor finished his praying, the businessman came bringing the police with him. He told the police that the sailor had come after him and must have stolen his wallet. Police arrested the sailor. The servant inside God's idol could not take it anymore. He thought, how can I tolerate such injustice when I am in God's form? He spoke from the idol. Gentlemen, this sailor is not a thief. Businessman's wallet was taken by the poor man who came before this man. The sailor was freed and the poor man was arrested. At night, when God came back, the servant told him very proudly about how he saved an innocent man from injustice. God said, "Dude, you did a stupid thing. You ruined my whole planning. My thoughts are complex and completely different from ordinary people's thoughts. The money of that businessman were earned through sinful acts and exploitation. I made arrangements so that his wallet failed in order to decrease his sins. Later the poor man came, who was an excellent and holy person. If that man would have got the wallet, he would have used it for good cause. And it was best for the seller had he been locked up in jail. As tomorrow there is going to be a dangerous storm in the sea, it was and always will be my responsibility to protect him. And in order to do that, I had to temporarily send him to jail." So whatever happens in your life, just respond to it. Don't react. Might be something great have been planned for you, which is beyond your imagination. And the best benefit of problems is, problems help us to become strong, mature, and ready to face problems. Fortunately, I had faced many problems in my early age. Maybe because of that, when small problems or issues come, I don't get panic. Even when timer shows yellow card, I don't get panic. Once you learn to crack these test papers of life, you can pass any exam of life easily. Problems are like washing machines. Yeah, they are like washing machines. They twist us, spin us, and knock us around. But in the end, we come out cleaner, brighter, and better than before. So when problems come in your life, say hi. Don't see problems as problems. See them as possibilities. Believe that everything happens for a reason. Remember, problems help us to become strong, mature, and better. So next time, don't say, "God, why me?" Say, "Oh God, please try me." Over to you, Musi. Thank you very much.